Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Market Driven. I will be doing a Manheim Market Report or MMR on a 2022 Mercedes-Benz EQS 450 Plus. This is the sedan version of the electric vehicles. I think they call the SUV the same name, but this one I will be only focused on the excuse me on the sedan version of it. And the reason why I want to do this vehicle because this is one of the vehicles that I recently saw that had a lot of depreciation compared to what I've seen in the past 3 years. And yes, we can all talk about how people that buy owners or consumers and anyone that buys this vehicle is not necessarily buying this vehicle because you know they want the cheapest thing out there, or they can't afford it, or the people that buy this vehicle, they definitely have money. And it's really important to see that on this vehicle. But you have to look at it from an appraiser side of it, right? If this consumer or customer wanted to come into your dealership today, right, and they drove the vehicle and they want to trade out of it because they're probably bored of it or they want to switch something else, you have to appraise this vehicle based on values today, not a year ago. And it's important to remember that when you look at this vehicle and how you appraise it. Now, roughly the sticker price on this vehicle is around 103, 105. It just depends on the options. I have seen some with, I think, AMG package, but I think it falls into a different category. But I think it goes to 130, 140 thousand. But roughly I've seen this vehicles bring 105, 110, I mean, sorry, 110, 112, 105, 103, and roughly around there. So let's just go with the MSRP of 105 yet. And also another thing I would like to add is there is a lease special on this one. I think a rebate that they did. I don't know if they had that a year ago, but I think now they are. And maybe they are giving discount on this vehicle now. But besides, at the moment, we're only doing a 2022 Mercedes-Benz EQS sedan. So as of right now, base MMR is 63,100 and an average odometer of 9,828, average condition of 4.5. That brings you to an adjusted MMR of 63,100. Now, what I do want to show is transactions. So you can see one just sold 7 days ago for 60,500 in Atlanta, and then a couple of days before that, two of them sold 2,000 miles separate with a 0.2 difference in CR in Riverside. And then after that, the day before that, actually, you see one sold for 83,500 with 4,200 miles at a 4.8 back in Atlanta. So we go down this whole breakdown of transactions. You can see they're all over the place. This one probably had a high sticker compared to this one right here. So you have to kind of separate them. But 20 grand difference in auction values, that car had to have specific options in that vehicle to bring it up more. Now, going back, look at this vehicle. This vehicle itself sold for 60,500. Yes, it had 4,000 more miles, and it also scored less. So all this does affect the CR. It is important to remember that. Because it's like a bucket. Each one that comes in, it keeps averaging out, So the more that keep coming in, the more that keep trading lower, those keep hurting MMR. The average condition keeps dropping overall. So going back, but if you look at it, it's this one with a 4.7 sold for $500 less. So 2.6 is really bad. If you get a 2.6 CR, that's pretty bad. I rarely get vehicles like that. Usually the vehicles are pretty beat up. Every panel scratched or prior paint or frame damage. To get a 2.6, that's really bad. A 4.7, you want to aim to a 5.0. See right here, 5.0, 67,000. That's what you want to aim for when you're selling the vehicle. So look at this, a $7,000 spread. Between that. Yeah. So you see all these transactions they're all following around the same price, and they're averaging out to be 63,000. And it's really interesting. Imagine just buying a vehicle, a year ago, and having to go into get a, hey, I want to trade out of it. I want to get another Mercedes. I want to get an S class. And then you look at it, you're like, well, your car's not worth what it was worth when you bought it. Again, that makes sense because used cars never appreciate. In the past 3 years, it has been different. Cars, you've been able to buy a car, drive it for a year and get all your money back, or even more at that point. So it's really interesting to see that. But what I want to go down is this right here. So at the moment, MMR is 63,100. 30 days ago was 64,100. That's only $1,000 difference. That's depreciated. As you can say, in 30 days, the car's depreciated $1,000. 6 months ago, this car was worth 85,900, or trading around 85,900. But if you go back 1 year, this car was trading around at 107,000. That's a $43,000 difference from today to a year ago. And going back, yes, people that buy these vehicles, they can afford it. They don't care about the depreciation. But imagine coming back today to your dealership and saying, hey, I want to trade out because I want a vehicle that you have in your lot, and I want you to give me the most for my car. Okay, you walk out there, you go look at this Mercedes EQS. You're like, wow, this car's gonna be worth more. It's all the money. You start doing some research on it. It's like, hey, these cars are only bringing 60,000. At the auction. What do you expect to get? Oh, well, I paid 105 a year ago. I mean, plus tax registration. Yeah, 115 a year ago, 120 a year ago, or even that. I had to pay a markup a year ago because I wanted the newest one out there. Well, hey, Mr. Customer, your car's only worth 63 max, and that's hopefully I get it at the auction tomorrow, or even if I send it to the auction tomorrow. Like, what do you mean? These customers, you have to, you're looking as an appraiser side. They're trading for what they're going to trade for at the auction, and then data doesn't lie. That's roughly around the number that's going to bring, which brings me up to another thing. Yes, the vehicle is worth 63,100 today. That's adjusted, right? I mean, going back to the bucket, you pick it out, 63,000. It's already projected that the car is next month is gonna be worth 61,800. So there's already a depreciation that's gonna already be factored in for next month. Remember that. So it's really interesting. This is the most I've seen for a while as far as depreciation, and it's kind of a storytelling of what's gonna happen and what's happening with the luxury market, and it's really interesting to see these vehicles depreciate so fast. Which the other second question would be to, could it be that electric vehicles are not all that? Maybe people don't want these vehicles. Maybe they realize that, these vehicles are not what they thought it would be, and maybe they can't charge it, or maybe they don't want to charge it. Maybe they want to go back to gas-powered vehicles. We really don't know. And but as far as value-wise, $43,000 depreciation in a year, that's a lot. And yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. Please like and subscribe. If you have another vehicle that you would like me to do a breakdown, please put it in the comments, and I will be sure to do it. Thank you, and have a good day.